Operation Dread Factor unleashes a new threat into Rainbow Six Siege, one that will get inside your head like never before. The FNAT Dreadmine releases a fear-inducing gas that has a deleterious effect on your vision and can lead to deadly consequences. These mines are property of Fenrir, the new defending operator, and they're not the only vision-obscuring gadget coming to Siege this season. The new Observation Blocker will be available to select defenders to help them conceal their activities from the attacker's drones, cams, and holograms. The map you're seeing, or not seeing, this all play out on is the new rework for Consulate, which brings new floor plans and extensive renovations just waiting for you to add some DIY flair. New lanes in the shooting range offer more ways to hone your aim. A new permanent arcade playlist gives you more ways to put that aim to good use. And a significant buff for Grim rounds out the major updates coming to Rainbow Six Siege in Operation Dread Factor. Now let's talk Fenrir and those FNAT Dreadmines. What is the deal with those? Well, they look creepy and they make everything creepy as hell when you're affected by them. But if you want to get technical, here's the deal. Fenrir has 5 of these sticky mines, and he can deploy them Wamai style just about anywhere. Now take notes on this next part because it'll be on the test. Fenrir's mines have 3 states: deactivated, activated, and triggered. When he deploys them, they are deactivated. In this state, they are bulletproof. You'll need an explosion or EMP to deal with them. If an attacker walks into a deactivated mine's radius, the mine does nothing. When the mines are activated, they are now vulnerable to damage, but also ready for action. If an attacker walks into their radius, the mine will trigger. When the mines are triggered, they spew out a fear-inducing gas that causes this to happen to anyone in their radius of effect. Anyone except Fenrir. The effect tints your vision and drastically reduces how far you can see. It doesn't damage you, but it is not very safe. Triggered mines will continue to spew gas as long as an attacker is in their radius. Once the attacker leaves, the effect wears off quickly, and the mine goes back to being merely activated. So how does a mine get activated or deactivated? Great question. The test will cover this as well. Fenrir has 5 mines, but only 3 activation codes, meaning he can only have up to 3 of his mines activated at any given time. He can send activation codes remotely by looking at the icon of a deployed mine and interacting. This activates the mine so it will trigger and start gassing off if an attacker comes near. He can also retrieve activation codes remotely in the same way. This deactivates the mine, making it bulletproof again, and returns the activation code to Fenrir's inventory so he can use it again. Congratulations, you've completed your introductory course on Fenrir. There will be no test. You all get A's. Teacher Chris is very proud. Your homework for this season is to work on Fenrir's synergies with his fellow defenders. Try placing Malusi's Banshee devices, or positioning a clash around one of Fenrir's mines and estimate the decrease in life expectancy for any attacker that is slowed down while affected by fear gas. Using a Venn diagram, illustrate how overlapping the radius of Thorn's Razorbloom shell with the radius of an FNAT Dreadmine makes it extra hard for attackers to escape danger. Pair up with a Valkyrie and practice using her Black Eye camera intel to help Fenrir deploy his activation codes at just the right time. And finally, prove or disprove the theory that the only thing scarier than being trapped in a cloud of fear gas is being trapped in a cloud of fear gas with Kavera lurking nearby. Be sure to show your work. And for extra credit, hone some attacker strategies for countering a Fenrir mine, beyond simply blowing it up with explosives or just running into the cloud and huffing fear gas until you can spot the mine and shoot it. Work with IQ to locate the mines as you advance towards the site. Then have Thatcher, or an ally with an impact EMP, temporarily knock it out of commission. Brava's Kludge drone can switch the allegiance of activated and triggered mines and outright destroy deactivated mines. You could also use Twitch's shock drone or Zero's Argus cam laser to eliminate an activated mine. And if you need someone to activate that mine to make it vulnerable, consider Finka, whose adrenal surge pushes back the vision blocking effect of the mines. Or Montaigne. He's a cool guy who big shields and doesn't afraid of anything. Fenrir will be available at the start of the season through the Premium Battle Pass and will be unlockable 2 weeks later with Renown or R6 credits. His loadout includes the MP7 SMG or the SASG-12 shotgun for hunting fear-affected foes, and the Bailiff 410 revolver with a side of bulletproof camera or barbed wire. And remember, folks, the fear gas can't hurt you.
The fear gas can't hurt you. The fear gas can't hurt you.
Down to one friendly.
Operation Dread Factor also marks the long-awaited arrival of construction crews to the Consulate map. This is a full-on, floor-by-floor rework that will be free for all players when the season launches. Honestly, the extent of the interior redesign is so thorough that you're just gonna have to explore it yourself in the Discovery playlist, and then DM me your best sightlines, when Operation Dread Factor launches. Speaking of playlists, a new permanent arcade playlist is also on the way, serving up game types like Golden Gun, Headshots Only, and more. Fire it up and get into some fun matches with Siege's more playful game modes. Just a few more things to cover here, and one of them is a new gadget, available to select defenders that's designed to give their team cover from the attacker's electronic eyes. The observation blocker can be placed on the ground, and it just looks like a little metal doohickey, but to a camera, it looks like an opaque gray wall that hides who knows what behind it. The point is intel denial. And we all know how important intel is in Siege. Now, your final bits of intel from this video. New lanes in the shooting range provide aiming challenges to help you prepare for action, whether you're warming up or dialing in those sensitivity settings. And a big buff for Grim and his Kawan Hive launcher. He can equip it and fire it faster. His tracking bees deploy more quickly and cover a larger area for a longer time. Grim is also getting new options for his sidearm and generic gadget, the Bailiff 410 revolver, and a hard breach charge, respectively. For more on all things Rainbow Six Siege, subscribe to this YouTube channel and visit us at news.ubisoft.com.